and I have a wonderful guest. For those of you that are not aware, this is called the Region Angel Show. It was started by Gloria Morris, who is just an amazing person in the community who wanted to highlight those that are making sure we're identifying who's making a difference in the region. It could be a business, it could be an individual who's trying to give back. And what better way to share their story and to raise awareness and maybe inspire some of you watching or listening to help give back in the area. So, Gloria, thanks for starting this. I am Tina Chip. I am actually a region native. I came back to the region, was born in Gary, went to Maryville High School, and now I am helping her out and being a co-host. And today I want to thank our guest, Cherise, who herself is also one of our Region Angels. And I met her, when did I meet you? Probably a few months ago. And I was really intrigued because, again, there's so many stories to be told, I feel.
Right.
We don't have local news, like local television news.
Correct.
Which that's my background as a journalist.
Okay.
Everything is whether it's the paper or social media.
Correct.
But what if you're not social media savvy? What if you still go to old school radio paper?
Right.
And I loved hearing all about what you're doing in the community. And then through a mutual friend, Jenny Fagan, who, again, she is an amazing woman who I met through my time here,
Right.
who then introduced me to you. But if you can just tell me, who are you? So for anyone listening or watching may not know why you're going to be on the show today, and SCR Foundation.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Well, my name is Cherise White, and I am the founder and chairman of the board of SCR Foundation, and the acronyms EC.
That's okay. I'm just going to fix your mic. Better?
Okay.
Yeah, good.
The acronyms ECIER, ASEER. E is for educate, C is communicate, I is innovate, E is for entrepreneur, and R is for relationships. And what we do is we empower and teach students how to be innovators and entrepreneurs. Those that are high school seniors, we provide scholarships for them to go to college. And then we work with our students on their projects and prototypes. And at the end of the school year in May, we have our own version of Shark Tank.
I love
So
that.
students pitch their prototypes. We have judges. They critique the students and select winners, and we provide cash for them.
So is this a foundation that you started?
It is.
And so who are you? Like, why did you do this?
Well,
And why do you want to be you're a Region Angel, in my opinion, and this is why we're doing these shows, but it's a lot of work.
It is. It is a lot. And we just turned 12 years old in August.
Wow.
So I used to work for Majestic Star Casino, and I
Okay.
was the community and lobbyist and governmental director for the company. And our owner was the late Don H. Barton. He passed away. And he was the only African American in the country that owned 4 casinos.
Oh, wow.
And we started a foundation at the casino. And then when he passed away, we had new owners and wanted to go a different direction. So I asked, could I take over the foundation separate from the casino? And they gave me their blessing, and I did. And I wanted to still be able to help students go to college. I tweaked the program.
So you took a gamble.
I
Just
took a
kidding.
gamble.
I just
I
had to
did.
say that.
Took a gamble. I stepped out on faith.
Goofy. I'm a little goofy. I try
No.
to make it a little,
That's okay.
fun in
No,
here. So
not goofy. I stepped out on faith. I went to the altar. I prayed. I cried. I'm like, okay, Lord, what should I do?
yes.
So here I am 12 years later, took it over, and happy to say that in 12 years we have awarded 103 scholarships to students.
Wow.
They've attended 30 different universities, and they shared in a pot a little under $500,000.
So these are local Northwest Indiana
Correct.
schools.
Correct.
Are there certain? Do you work with the schools to identify
We
these
do.
students?
We do.
Okay.
And we meet, we take the summer off, and we meet with the students diligently 2 to 3 times a month from September to May.
Wow.
And in September, we visited 11 schools to be able to identify the students.
So just last month.
just last month.
last month?
So a couple weeks ago, we at the South Shore Convention and Visitors Authority, we had a big kickoff, and it's mandatory for the kickoff that the parents attend. Now, you don't have to come to anything else during the year, but you have to come that time because we need to know who you are. You need to know who we are, and
Right.
then making sure that you're feeling comfortable leaving your child in our hands. And then after that, we're meeting. So we had our first workshop this Monday, and we had 80 students that signed up for the program.
That's amazing. So they sign up for the program. What are the criteria for the schools? Like if a school is listening or maybe someone's listening, what's the criteria
So
for them to sign
we
up?
don't send information to the school at all because we know they're busy. Have a lot going on, so we don't want our paperwork to go in the garbage.
Yes.
So we go and share our own story and we present to the students. And when we first started out, it was just for high school seniors. And then we start coming back the other direction, juniors, and then we took over just high school students. And so during COVID, the students had to go home and they didn't have any socialization. So a friend talked to me about junior high school students. So we took a gamble and stepped out and used it as a pilot. So we have 6th through 8th grade, and we've had them a part of the program for the last 5 years. And so the criteria is, one is we want students that have that innovative type mind spirit. Those that are entrepreneurs. I like to start my own business. I want to go to college. Maybe I don't want to go to college, but you have that little.
Maybe they want to go to a trade school.
Absolutely.
Right.
Trade schools as well. So students that want to go to a trade school will provide a scholarship for them to go. If we have a student that does not want to go to school, but they just want to jump in and start their own business, they provide us a business plan and we'll provide seed money for them to start their business. And so that's where we are, what we do.
So you're really trying to, and again, another resource in our community that I wasn't aware of. And it's, I guess, how do people find these resources? Do you have a website?
We do. We have a
Okay.
website.
And can you
And
share that?
Sure. The website is www.ecier.org.
Okay.
And so part of the program is we work with the students the first part of the month on their projects, and the end of the month we take them to an entrepreneur's location so they get a chance to learn what they do. So some of the locations we've gone actually to Boeing. They got a chance to learn about
Wow.
aviation. The Times newspaper have an opportunity to learn about publishing. PLS, which is Professional Locomotive Services, Miss Adela. She provides an opportunity for the students to learn hands-on about how to repair trains, and right in East Chicago.
And again, all in our backyard.
Absolutely.
Everything's in our backyard. So, if someone is listening or watching and this is something that you're interested in, visit them on their website, ecier.org.
Correct.
ECIER.
Correct.
Do you have any social media for our
We
younger
Absolutely.
folks?
We're on Facebook and Instagram, so we are
It's Ecier.
Ecier.
Ecier. See, I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. Ecier.org. Yeah.
ECIER.org. They're on Facebook, Instagram. Check them out. What is one of the biggest success stories?
I'm happy to say.
I mean, I think it all is amazing because you're giving an opportunity for people that have a dream, that think that maybe there's no resources.
Absolutely. So two that I'm really, really proud of is in January, we had an opportunity to take our students to Washington, D.C., and it was during the inauguration. So they had a chance to learn about government and civic. And it
That's
was
amazing.
a group of our chaperones and students. It was 25 of us all together. And we flew. So some of the students have never been out of their area, had never been on a
I'm not
plane.
here.
And so we partnered with an organization in Washington, D.C. called Close Up, and it's a close-up look of government. So they had their own mock debate working on bills. They had a chance to meet legislators. They got a chance to take pictures on the steps of the Capitol, got a chance to visit the Pentagon, the National African American Museum. So it was just a week of activities. And so it was a great opportunity for them. Channel Fox 32 News visitors came to the airport and took footage of the students, and so impressed they featured them on 2 segments. And then when we got back, took a couple of students to the studio to get their learn about their experience.
Yeah, it's a very different idea of what you think and then actually how everything happens.
Absolutely.
I always say we're never in the shoes, but when you get to be in the shoes, it's a pretty cool experience, and that's something I'm sure a lot of them
They did.
will
Gotta
never forget.
And then the other one is former First Lady Michelle Obama. When she kicked off her book tour the first time, I had an opportunity to connect with her office, and they gifted us with 50 tickets. So her tour was sold out at the United Center, and Oprah Winfrey was interviewing her, and we surprised the students and took them there, and they were so excited. They had no idea they were going, and so it was a great
It's a
experience.
lot of great positive motivation,
Absolutely.
and again, to show here's what's out there for
Absolutely.
anybody, and making a goal and finding the right place that you're going to be able to meet your goal. right?
Absolutely.
So, well, I love that you are doing this. And is this just you? Do you have a board?
I do. We have a board of 16 people that are in the region,
Okay.
and then we have a group
There's
of.
those Region Angels
There you
again.
go. There you go.
It's like we should have like a,
And then we have a group that's called the Friends of a Seer, and they're hands-on helping us to plan the program for the students.
Okay.
And just a great group that works with us and helps us out. I just wanted to also share with you during COVID, the students were at home and not having an opportunity to go out to socialize like they would like. And so we had a board member that's a teacher, and he took a classroom and turned it into a television studio. And so they taught the students television production. So they had their own television show. So we couldn't go to visit with entrepreneurs. So we brought the entrepreneurs to us. And so they did such a good job that I pitched it to some national stations. And GMA3, the third edition of Good Morning America, featured it on the show.
That's
great.
that's resources, and everyone has. COVID was a challenging time for
Absolutely.
all of our youth. And I
Absolutely.
see it. We're seeing the after effects of it, not in a positive way, but trying to find the outlets to try to socialize and do things, because unfortunately at that time social media was the only outlet, and that wasn't always a positive thing.
Absolutely.
I have 3 children, and I saw it firsthand.
Right.
It was tough, but I love, again, finding solutions, having the support of the foundation. What's your favorite thing? I mean, is this what you're going to do? Like, do you have an idea, bigger picture with it?
Yes, we want to take it on a national basis to be able to have what we're doing in Northwest Indiana to other states. I have a board member that lives in Houston, and he wants us to bring it to Houston. I have a friend who lives in Savannah, Georgia. I have friends in Las Vegas. So I want to take it to other states and be able to make a difference in other ways too.
How many scholarships? So is it a full ride scholarship or for their entire trade program? Or is it there's certain parameters that they have to meet?
So if they keep in touch and let us know they're still in school, we will be able to help them every year if they're keeping in touch. So I'm happy to say in August we turned 12, so we're 12 years old. And in 12 years we have awarded 103 scholarships. Students have attended 30 different universities, and they shared in a pot of just a little shy of $500,000.
That's amazing. That's great.
Thank
So,
you.
what are your biggest needs here in the community for anyone listening, or maybe have something that they could help you with? I always like to ask the foundations because, it's you never know who's listening or
Absolutely.
watching. So, what are
Absolutely.
your biggest needs?
So
right
if providing some donations, sponsorships, some financial donations, because we don't charge the students for anything, nor their families, their parents. But we feel that by us raising dollars, that we can be able to help. So when we take trips, that costs money. We provide them T-shirts every week. We meet with them 2 to 3 times a month for from September to May. And when they get out of school, they come straight to us. Well, they need to eat. So we provide a really nice hot meal for them, and that takes money. So, couple weeks ago when they came to the kickoff and when we had our first workshop this week, we have 80 students in the program that signed up from Northwest Indiana.
Wow.
And so being able to provide those funds to be able to help them, we have some other trips that we're going to be taking. So we never want to charge them, but
Right.
it costs money. So
You don't want that to hinder them participating in the program. And
absolutely.
what are some of the the fundraisers that you do to
Well-
get those goals?
Well, I can share one coming up on Thursday, October 9th, right around the corner. And as everyone knows, October is Breast Cancer
Yes.
Awareness Month. And we have a very unique event where we honor breast cancer survivors. Very, very unique. And we know that other organizations host walks, dinners, breakfasts. But ours is very unique in the way that it's a great camaraderie with women. And unfortunately, we don't have men that attend the dinners because we want women to feel comfortable about sharing their story. So what we do is we start out with the pre-reception, and this year it's going to be at the Hellenic Cultural Center in Maryville, and we'll be there for about a half an hour. Then the women will go out and get into a limo, and the limousine will take women to various locations for dinner. Places you wouldn't ordinarily have dinner. For instance, South Lake Nissan, the car dealership, right in their showroom, they'll have a table set up for 10 women. And so those women will have an opportunity to share their story, get a chance to go around the table and talk. And then another place, as we all love, Walter E. Smith Furniture Store. They will shut down the store, and 10 women will have dinner in their dining area. We also have Arthur Murray Dance Studio, Wellness and Retreats, which is a fabulous, wonderful spa.
Where's that at?
That is actually across the street from Asparagus Restaurant.
Oh,
And
okay.
Asparagus is another one.
So asparagus, and how many people participate?
Each location will have 10 women,
Okay, and
10
how
women.
many locations will you have?
7. So we'll have
7.
70 women.
Wow,
70 women.
So you have asparagus,
Asparagus, South Lake
South
Nissan,
Lake, Auto,
Walter E. Smith.
Walter E. Smith.
Chicagoland Popcorn, but they're going to host their dinner at Gino's.
Okay,
Taste of India. And
I'm really hungry. I'm like, you're making me hungry.
I said Arthur Murray Dance Studio, and did we get all of them? It's
I
Walter.
think Walter E. Smith.
Walter E. Smith.
South Lake Auto
So-
Group.
Mhm.
Taste of Popcorn, which will be at Gino's.
Chicagoland Pop, Gino's, Taste of India,
Taste of India.
Asparagus, and did I get them all?
I don't know.
That's-
Maybe I counted
Okay.
wrong.
No. Okay.
So
those
that's
are-
amazing. So 10 women, and I did not know this. Jenny, our mutual friend, had shared this with
Walter
me.
E. Smith. That was the other one. Walter E. Smith. That was the first one.
And South Lake Auto is hosting a dinner, so hopefully it will go well. You know,
It
it is
will.
in an
It'll be fine.
automotive area. So
You know what? It'll be fine because I'm going to tell you, one year we had one at Scapel Cadillac. It was really amazing. They had a big table with a pink tablecloth. They took the lights, turned them pink, and they put a Mary Kay pink Cadillac right
oh my
next to the
gosh,
table.
That's hysterical. Do they have
was-
Mary Kay Cosmetics there too?
Yes. So, yes. And so they'll have dinner for 2 hours. And then after dinner, they'll get back into the limo. They'll go back to the Hellenic Cultural Center for a post reception. We'll have a candlelight ceremony, and all the women that attend will receive gifts.
Very nice.
It's-
What a nice pampering evening. And so the women do not have to be survivors.
It's a mixture of some are survivors, some are not. And so what we do prior to is identify some ladies in the region. Instead of having a keynote speaker, what we do is identify a breast cancer survivor that wouldn't mind speaking and is sharing her story, but with only 10 women. So think about 10 women coming to your home and you're having dinner for them. And so that's the only time that they really have to say anything. And but anybody else that wants to come, they're more than welcome. But those are the ones, and then we have a few sprinkled in that attend. And we've had some really wonderful, generous donors that have underwritten to pay for those women to attend. It is a fundraiser. The tickets are $125. So we have a donor. We have donors that pay for the women, and then we also have some of our students. We have a few students that have never rode in a limo, never had a fine dining experience. So they're little ambassadors and they attend as well.
That's amazing. So that's next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
I will be part of the hosting at South Lake Auto Group.
Yes.
So I'm excited. It's
Yes.
something different.
Absolutely.
And I think Jenny will be the speaker.
Jenny will be a speaker
I can
as
say
well.
a few words, but
Yes, yes.
she has a great story to tell.
Absolutely.
So,
Just wanted to say that Albanese Candy is one of our donors, and they're providing some special gifts for the survivors and making a nice donation. So we're happy.
that's very nice of them. I often think, why don't they do a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Did you see that movie?
I did.
Wouldn't it be fun if they did some kind of like fun event inside their candy factory?
That would be good. So we'll work on that.
Like a fundraiser?
Yes, that would be
And like
awesome.
have a Willy Wonka kind of thing, but I don't want anyone to turn blue.
I know.
Or drink the
So
water.
Tina, we'll work on that'll be our next one. You'll work
Can
with
we?
me on.
I would love to do. Oh my God, that would be so much fun.
Okay, consider it done. We're gonna do that.
Okay, yeah.
We'll just talk to them about that.
We'll just tell them what we want them to do.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely,
The Oompa Loompas.
absolutely.
And, I mean, I don't know about you, but growing up, that was an amazing movie.
It was, especially if you like chocolate.
Well, and just the whole story
Right.
with, getting the golden ticket and, the family and their struggles. And,
Absolutely,
wonderful. Yeah, I love it.
absolutely.
So I'm going to say it wrong.
A seer,
Seer
a seer.
Foundation, right here in our hometown,
Correct,
making a difference in our youth, giving them opportunities.
correct.
I love how you had the parents being mandatory. And I'm sure it's just to show that you have to also see what's happening, where
Absolutely.
your child, what they're being involved in, and taking interest. Because I think sometimes we disconnect from our children and don't really listen to them all the time and what they're doing. Yeah. Okay, yeah. But this really could open a lot of eyes and say, oh my gosh, this is serious. This isn't just something
Absolutely.
they saw on social media.
And it's mandatory. One is the students have to complete an application and their parents have to sign it because you need to know what they're doing.
Right.
And it's mandatory they attend the kickoff. And if they don't, the student cannot be in the program. I'm very serious about that. You need to know who we are because there's so much going on in the world. You're dropping your kids off and you keep going. So you need to know who we are and we need to know who you are.
What happens if someone really, really wants to do it, but they just don't have the support?
Then they need to identify a guardian or
Okay.
some adult to attend. They cannot be dropped off and just come because that means what? You just don't care. But someone, and if you tell us that someone, I can't come, but I'm working that day.
Right.
Could I send someone in my place? That's
Right.
fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Good. Good. So there's always an option.
Absolutely.
There's always an option.
Absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
playing with my chair. So you have this event on Thursday, which raises funds. You also do something special in giving some of those funds to, if Red.
Yes. So
Can
what
you
we do
talk
is
a little bit about that?
identify a medical facility. So for some years, we had Methodist Hospital, then another hospital that we donated to, and then also North Shore. So we will identify another medical location this year, and we'll give a donation to them for uninsured women who can't afford to get mammograms.
Okay.
So that money will be used to be able to, on our behalf, to be able to provide that for women to get mammograms.
So
that's
that will be specifically earmarked.
yes,
for
and
that.
we say that yes, it's
Which is
earmarked for
amazing.
that. Yes.
Okay, good. Well, thank you so much for being a guest on our show. We do have a few minutes. We can take, you think, Joe, who's in? No? Okay. Maybe next time. So hopefully you have watched us or heard us live on WJOB 12:30 a.m. radio, on our YouTube channel, Region Angels. If you've not subscribed, have you subscribed?
I'm going to have to subscribe.
You need to and
Okay,
share to
I will do
subscribe.
that. And can I leave my number so in case people want to?
Yes,
You
absolutely.
can give us a call. We do have a few more seats available.
Oh, okay.
The number is area code 219-334-7690. Again, that's area code 219-334-7690 if you want more information about our event or want to know more about the program.
This is it.
Look at you. Okay, Vanna.
Vanna. So you still have a few more seats.
We
So
do.
you heard that if you'd like to attend this event, which again, amazing, something that I never knew that's been going on for how many years?
Actually,
For
15.
15 years.
15
So
years.
longer than the other piece of it with the,
Absolutely. So
Wow.
a combination from the former foundation, and I just carried it over to mine.
that's great. So call, what's the number?
Area
again?
code 219-334-7690. Or ASEER.org. You can go and if you can't attend, you can go to our website, press the donate button, and make a donation.
Yes, I love it. Speaks so well. And please, if you have not, I'm not begging, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Region Angels. It's really easy. Go to youtube.com or .com. And you can put in the search bar Region Angels. When you find this logo, which Gloria designed, which I love, who started this whole program. And by the way, a lot of exciting things coming with Region Angels.
Okay,
She
great.
just showed me a peek this morning, or maybe I got it this morning.
Okay,
So,
wonderful.
Region Angels, subscribe. You're
Okay.
going to subscribe.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I am.
And share.
Okay.
It's not just liking it. I've learned you actually have to subscribe.
Okay.
Because our goal is 1,000 subscribers.
Okay. All right. Get
My
the
brother
word
was on the show with my husband last week, and he said he's going to get it done, and he hasn't. So I'm going to
out. Okay.
have to.
We're going to have to get him.
Yeah, we're going to have to get on.
But we'll
it,
get the
too.
word out, and
Get
then
the word out.
we have a lot of women coming to our event, so there's another way to get the word out as well.
Yes, and
too.
if you want to watch this, and you want to watch it, and you can share it to raise more awareness, put it
Okay.
on your website,
Okay.
YouTube
Okay.
page.
We'll do that.
But thank you if you listened. Maybe you saw us live. You can always go back and see all of our episodes for Region Angels, identifying and really just finding people that are making a difference. So thank you for all you do.
Oh, thank you.
and thank you
having
for
me
what
on.
you do in the community and the difference that you're making.
Thank you for
You know, it's
having
a
me. I
long-
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Helping us to get our word out.
Anything we can do.
Thank you.
Happy Friday. Have a great weekend.